In this video, we go over 5 great pieces of gear under $1,000 for DJs and producers. Find out which ones those are coming up. Thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. Now let's get into the video. So the first item we have up is the Pioneer DJ DJM750 MK2 mixer. Now I would say this is the closest you could get to the club standard 900 Nexus 2 mixer currently on the market, and for about half the price. So if you're looking for an at-home setup that really mimics the club standard setup, this 750 MK2 is super close and a really good buy in my opinion. This thing is pretty fully, feature packed. You could even have this as basically a club standard mixer and throw this in as an install to any club, and it would be way more than sufficient. This basically has all the features that you would find on the older, 900 Nexus. It only has one USB audio interface, not two like the Nexus 2. So if you're going to be, using this as a audio interface for record box DJ or Serato DJ, you're going to need another way to, input something to switch out DJs. But if you're going to be at home, that's really not an issue. This mixer just kills it. I mean, it has all the features that you would be looking for, and if you're really comfortable with this, making the switch to the 900 Nexus 2 is going to be super easy. Now, the media player that I would pair with that if I'm going for an at-home Pioneer DJ setup would be this one right here. This is the Pioneer XDJ 1000 MK2. This is their top-of-the-line XDJ player. This is their media players that don't have the CD drive in them. This has the nice, colored touchscreen, sort of like the one you'd find on the 2000 Nexus 2 CDJs. It's a little bit different in the way it functions just because of the overall layout, but overall this thing really mimics the feel and the look and just the functionality of the CDJ 2000 Nexus 2s. So if you're looking for a player at home for a lot less money, again, just like that 750 MK2, this is about half the price of the 2000 Nexus 2 players as well. So you could really cut down on the cost of an at-home setup that mimics the club standard setup if you grab that mixer and two of these XDJs. Now for one more Pioneer product, we have their latest controller. This is the Pioneer DJ DDJ SX3. This is their new, middle of the line Serato DJ controller, because their Z2 is still the top of the line. It's still the bigger brother of this and has the bigger overall feel and pretty much the same size as the club standard layout. The SX3 is quite a bit smaller. This is probably about the same size as the SX2, but the main difference here is now this one includes two audio interfaces. This is the first time that the SX series has had multiple audio interfaces, so now switching out DJs from one laptop to the other is seamless with this thing. And that was probably my main gripe with the SXs in the past. It really didn't make sense to me to get an SX when the SR had the same amount of audio interfaces and I'd only be using two channels anyway. Now this having two audio interfaces really makes me think twice and makes this a way more interesting buy in my opinion. So if you're a mobile DJ and a mobile DJ that might DJ with other people, you might have someone come in, do one half of the gig or whatnot, this makes so much more sense. So if you're looking for a Serato DJ controller with multiple audio interfaces, you really can't do better right now than the DDJ SX3. Now switching gears a little bit to the analog side of things, this is the AudioTechnica LP1240 USB turntable. This, in my opinion, is still, after all these years, one of the best hand-pin design turntables. So what that means is it basically has the same internals as a lot of turntables on the market. So we're talking about the Reloop, RP 8000s and 7000s. We're talking about the Pioneer PLXs, the Stanton ST150s. All of those pretty much have the same internals, and in my opinion this one still stands out to me as one of the better handpin design turntables, and that's because it has all of the features that the handpin design turntable has. So you have adjustable break and start time, you have the adjustable torque, you have the adjustable pitch ranges. Some of the turntables, I'm looking at you Pioneer with those PLXs, cut some of those features out, and they're all about the same price. So if you're gonna spend the money on a handpin design turntable, you might as well get one that has all the features that it could have. Plus I love the flat you know, kind of glossy, not too shiny. Black look of this turntable looks super clean, and it's not too crazy looking. So if you're in the market for a handpin design turntable, this should be one that you should at least consider. And finally, switching over to the production and recording side of things, we have the Universal Audio Apollo Twin MK2 Duo. This, in my opinion, is probably the best bang for buck audio interface that you could get for recording and production. Just everything about this interface is super high quality, super well built hardware wise as well, and not to mention all the plugins that get unlocked when having a universal audio interface. It's just super worth the money. There are some of the best, you know, audio plugins that you can get on the market, and they've been some of the best for years now. So if you've never used an Apollo audio interface and never used any of the Apollo plugins, you're definitely missing out. So if you have the money to spare and you're looking for a really great quality audio interface that, you know, it's expensive but it doesn't break the bank, and in my opinion it's still really worth it for everything you get, definitely check out the new Apollo Twin MK2 Duo. So that's a look at 5 great pieces of gear under $1,000 for DJs and producers. If you're interested in purchasing any of those, links can be found down below in the description. And as always, if you found this video useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click right here to subscribe to this channel. Or if you'd like to watch more content, go ahead and click on that video right there. And thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. See you next time.